Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you guys are all well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aries out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies can also reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? Aries. Uh-oh. Looks like you're worried about something, Aries. You're starting out here with the Eight of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And then coming out together, we have the Hangman along with the Eight of Cups reversed. All right, so I can see that a lot of you are really up in your head right now. You've got some very painful thoughts going through your head, almost a little bit obsessive. Some of it could be about finances and money. You could be waiting for some sum of money to come in, and it does look like you are going to have that. I do see some sum of money, like a large sum of money coming to some of you. So and you may be waiting for that, but I see you really up in your head. And a lot of you may have walked away from somebody or someone walked away from you, and you're hoping that that person comes back, or you're considering going back for a new beginning, but you want it to be something that is stable. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aries energy. Could be dealing with a Libra. Show me who is in Aries energy. And as I call the signs, guys, they don't have to be those signs, or they could just have those signs heavily in their chart somewhere. So we have Justice reversed, we have the Three of Wands reversed, and we have the Ace of Swords. All right, so the person that's in your energy is someone who is feeling very unbalanced right now. There's a lack of clarity. They feel as if they've been wronged in some way. I do feel like they are growing impatient for communication, and it's because they want truth, they want clarity, and this is something that they feel they've been denied for some reason. So let me see, or it could be that they feel that they've denied that to you, but let's clarify. We'll find that out when we clarify. Let's see the energy between Aries and this person. I do see communication coming in closer to the end of the week, because this person is growing impatient to communicate. And I feel like you've been waiting for that communication. Nine of Cups. So that's very positive. That's the energy between the two of you. And that does indicate that there is a lot of love here. There's a sense here that you both feel that the other is their wish fulfillment. It's shared energy. So let me see what's affecting this. Show me what's affecting this connection for Aries. The Magician in the reverse. Either something hasn't manifested yet, and it's in the process, or it's manifested improperly. It feels more like it's something that is in the process. And what is that? Well, it's this, new stable beginning here. Let me see. Show me the outcome for Aries. Show me the outcome for Aries. The Emperor. The Emperor. So you're going to be feeling better by the end of the week. You're stepping into your power here. Someone's going to step into this situation and take control of it. So that's really good. And I feel like it's probably the person that's in your energy. Now, you might be dealing with another Aries. That's possible. You could also be dealing with a Gemini. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy. That does indicate that right now you're not feeling very happy about the situation. It also indicates that for some of you, you might be kind of isolating a little bit. There could be a need for you to kind of go out, do things with your friends, your family, because right now you're really up in your head and you're worrying and stressing about the situation. All right, so let's clarify your reading, Aries. We have the Eight of Swords. Why is that here, Spirit? Well, there we go. because either you or this person walked away from the situation and you're waiting for them to come back or waiting to move back towards them. I feel like they maybe are the one who walked away from the situation. And you're wondering, you know, are they ever going to come back? Are they ever going to return? And the answer is it does look like they are. All right, so 8 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you want them to come back. You want a new beginning with this person. You may feel like they've walked away in order to possibly move towards something else or someone else. I'm not seeing that in their energy, but we'll clarify that. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Yeah, 5 of Pentacles reversed, indicating that you are looking to have a reunion with this person. You want to bring this back together. You're trying not to worry about it, 9 of Swords reversed. But really you're trying not to, and I do see that, but I do feel like you're up in your head about it a lot, whether you want to be or not. It's because it's not manifesting yet, and you're just like, some time maybe has gone by. So I feel like even though you try not to concern yourself, you try not to worry, it's like you're trying to lean into your faith in the connection. But at the same time, I feel like you're having a hard time doing that. I do see that it just hasn't manifested yet. You are manifesting though. So it's just that in-between time from when you began the manifestation to it actually taking place. Let me see this bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy for Aries. Show me the bottom. Thank you. All right, we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed. We have the King of Cups reversed. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So it does look like you are strongly supported by close friends or family. But I feel like you're waiting because you feel like this person is your wish fulfillment. They are the person that you want to be with. For one of you walked away from the connection at some point. I feel like it may have been the other person. And now, you know, you're like, if only this could come back together, if only we could get back together, then, you know, I would have it all. I would have that 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is the everything card. So this is what you're hoping for, wishing for, manifesting. I also see you manifesting financial abundance here. I do feel like with the King of Cups reversed, you kind of have a little bit of a wall around your heart. Because this person may have walked away. So you have the feelings. You're definitely very, very much emotional about this person, but I don't feel like you're going to open up, you know, and wear your heart on your sleeve. So, and you could even be telling close friends and family, look, I'm fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed about it. You know, they can do whatever they want to do. But in reality, you've made a decision, it looks like, that you love this person. You are kind of waiting for them to come towards you. And I do feel like you are, you know, checking your emotions, checking your feelings, and trying to lean into faith. So let's look at their energy. Show me why justice is in reverse. Show me why justice is in reverse. This person could be going through some sort of a legal issue that, you know, is not yet resolved. If so, it would be very chaotic, and they're unable to move forward because of it. All right, we have the King of Swords reversed. We have the 6 of Swords reversed. So this indicates to me that this person they're angry about something. They're angry about an injustice, or they're angry about going through, you know, some sort of legal situation. Now, if it's a legal situation, like I said, it's chaotic and they're not able to move forward right now. They want peace in their life, but they can't move forward. And it's because of some sort of legalities, it looks like, that's caused an imbalance in their life. It's also indicating, though, that this person might not be completely honest about a situation. I don't know if it was a situation with you or if it was you know, in a legal sense, but there is a sense here of this person not being completely honest about a situation, and it's caused a lot of chaos. And in that chaos, this person is now trapped. So that's a karmic, you know, turnaround for them if they have acted in any way that wasn't completely honest. So I do feel like there is a lack of communication right now. This person is feeling very stuck. Their life is chaotic. Let me see. Very strong Libra energy, but you could also be dealing with a Aquarius or a Gemini. Actually, Gemini is pretty strong too. Why is the Three of Wands in reverse for the person in Aries energy? Yeah, a lot of indications of fire, not fire, but air sign energy here. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles reverse, and we have the Hangman. Yeah, this person is waiting for this connection to manifest. They're stuck in something here, some kind of karmic justice or some sort of maybe a legal, you know, justice system. They're stuck. They're unable to move forward. They want to, but this is not manifesting because this person is in this waiting energy. Yeah, and they're experiencing losses too. It could be that this person has experienced some sort of financial loss through something legal or through karmic justice here. I do see that they're impatient to move forward. They're not happy where they are, but for some reason they feel like they cannot, so they're having to wait. Let me see the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords for the person in Aries energy. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this person is in some sort of an established foundation. It could be work related, or it could be like a family situation, but there's receiving some sort of karmic justice here for something that was done that was dishonest, and it could even be leading them into legal problems. They're in chaos right now. Now, I do feel like at some point they may reach out to you, but they're very conflicted about doing that. They're very conflicted about it, either because of a structure here, a foundation that's existing, or because they may be afraid of, you know, having conflict with you. So they know that they need to provide you with clarity and truth, though. Let me see the energy between Aries and this person. Show me the energy between Aries and this person. It's like they're stuck in something that they've created somehow, and they can't move forward. And you're sitting there waiting for them to move forward, but they're not. Page of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Wands. I really do feel that this person is in another situation, because you're showing up as them wanting to move towards you. You're showing up as a new person. They have feelings for you. But something here originated in a dishonest manner, and now there's karma that's being served as a result of it. You're showing up here as the Queen of Wands, which in, you know, for me as a tarot reader, a lot of times that can, not always, but sometimes it can show up as a third party. So I do feel like you kind of took your power back. Maybe you walked away from this person. I don't know. It looks more like at this point that you had to walk away from this because this person wasn't taking any forward movement. So I do see you really kind of stepping back into your power, whether it was you who walked away or them. I still see you stepping back into your power. It's like you're aware that you want to be with this person, you desire this person, you have feelings for them, but at the same time, I also feel that you're not going to take breadcrumbs. Yeah. So Let me see what's affecting the connection. Now, they do have feelings for you. So, and it does look like at some point they're going to reach out. But I feel like right now they're maintaining silence because they're stuck in something else. Oh, yeah, they've got you on a pedestal. The Empress and the Ace of Cups. So what's trying to manifest is this new beginning. And Aries, you have the Ace of Coins, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. You've got every ace except the Ace of Swords, which they hold. They hold that Ace of Swords. And so that's why you're waiting for them to come towards you, to give you the clarity, to give you the truth. So what's trying to manifest and has not yet manifested is this reconciliation, which would lead to this new beginning, that you want to be stable. You want this person to pour into your cup as much as you're pouring into theirs. Now, they are viewing you here as the Empress. They literally do have you on a pedestal. So this person thinks that you are like the best thing next to sliced bread. Like you're just the it person, you know? But for some reason, they feel like for the time being, they have to release you. They have to let you go. They're struggling in maybe a legal situation, which could involve finances or money, or they're struggling in a karmic situation that has occurred because of dishonest behavior. So they're having to wait, but they are manifesting you and you're manifesting them. So, and I feel like for the most part, I mean, I do see that there's a lot of concern and anxiety. You kind of get up in your head sometimes, especially more in the past, but it seems like you're more and more stepping into your power, leaning into your faith here. So some of you could be dealing with a twin flame or a deep soulmate connection. It's really funny because I'm seeing a lot lately of the twin flame connections that are beginning to come together. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Aries. See, I feel like this is manifesting, Aries. It just hasn't gotten there yet. Show me the outcome for Aries. Oh, there it is, the Fool. Okay. The Sun in reverse and the Page of Pentacles reverse. Ah, how frustrating. I mean, I feel the frustration on both sides in this reading. So what's trying to take place is the new beginning. This is something that both of you are going to have to kind of step out there and take a risk on. And I feel like both of you are going to do that. I do feel it will be initiated by the other person. Now, here's the issue. We're still in the process of manifesting. It just hasn't reached that level yet. And so I do feel that you're very unhappy with the way things are going. You're unhappy with having to wait. You're feeling very guarded right now. And I do feel that, you know, you just don't know when and if it's ever going to happen. That doubt is creeping in, even though you're trying to deal with that. So I do feel, and I also feel like you don't know what's going on with this person. So there's a sense of a total lack of clarity. Now they know that. They're aware of that. But as much as they want to come forward, there is something that is holding them back. They're impatient to come forward. They want to provide the clarity. They want to provide the truth. But they're going through some sort of huge conflict right now, likely within some other established foundation, such as it could be something to do with work, but it looks more like it is with another connection or relationship. There is a soul contract that has to be fulfilled before they can actually move forward. Now, I do feel that this person is strongly drawn to you. They feel that the two of you are soulmates and or twin flames if they are aware of that, but they will remain silent for a little bit longer. This thing, it's like bread in the oven. If you take that loaf out too soon, it's worthless to you. It's just doughy and it'll fall flat and it's not consumable. So whatever this is still cooking, Aries. It's still cooking. And I know that it's making you unhappy. They're having to hold back. They want to contact you. They feel right now like they don't have anything to offer you because of the situation that they're currently in. So just, you know, if this is something you really do want, I would just start spending time out with family, with friends, you know, nourish yourself, work on you right now and manifest it. And then just give it a little bit more time. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. That's underlying energy. And that does tell me that there is a progression because we have the Three of Cups, we have the Four of Cups. So these things are progressing, but it's going to take a minute for it to get there. I do feel like you're kind of in this melancholy energy, as are they. You're both kind of looking back at the past. This could have started out as a third-party situation, but understand that even though you don't see it, this Ace of Cups is trying to manifest in the situation. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Aries. And we'll see if there's any further guidance. Pulling for the sign of Aries. All right, it's number 41. Now that condenses to a 5, and that tells me, Aries, that there are changes taking place. Fives are generally about changes. It just seems like most of the changes that are taking place are either out of your view or they're, you know, emotional changes that are taking place. So it says the Witch. It's about free will, the lotus flower, and creatrix. It says, I wasn't always like this, you know. I had to create who I am. So let me read that for you. Give me a second to find it. Let's see. All right, so your affirmation says, I am a powerful creator and I alchemize who I am. In a world full of princesses, she is the witch. This card is an omen that you have extra power to alter your fate at this time, to create something new for yourself and your life, to give yourself space from the world so you can do so, to go deeper and learn the ways of spirit. This is not the traditional hermit card, but it is similar. This is the witch or creatrix card that tells us we are meant for greater things. We now have the power of the witch, the magic that can happen when she creates instead of destroys. The creatrix is a witch who lives alone, who spends her time in solitude and is content to do so, perfecting the art of making potions, performing alchemy, drawing her visions, and casting spells, discovering new ways of magic and transcribing them in her own book. She is beautiful in a strange, dark, and unusual way, though she couldn't care less about her appearance. She is the cat in the night and doesn't care to be seen. Occasionally, she offers magical aid or channels wisdom to a lost soul in need. She would rather not unless Spirit insists or gives her signs to do so. Then she will begrudgingly abide by that, helping the desperate wanderer who winds up at her door. Either it was their destiny to find her, or they heard rumors of her beauty and power. So they went on a quest to find her, though she will reject all lovers because she deems them unworthy, until the day she meets a force as wild and magical as she. And even then, she may still reject them. Spirit has become her greatest friend and is a strong force within her. The creatures of nature keep her company and alert her when others are near. She comes from a troubled past of which she does not speak. Born in darkness and created from nothingness. The witch was doomed for life to be the hag of the swamp, the one who typically abandons good for evil, who steals innocent souls to stay alive for centuries, but instead, she decided to become something else, a secret third thing, a thing which up until now had not existed, the creatrix. Woo, that's powerful. All right, Aries, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Aries, know that you are loved, and namaste.